Has he got a beard?
No.
Oh, no beard, no hair
Back in
either.
3 minutes, don't despair.
Hair doesn't last in the oblivion. In the void.
I didn't. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
It's all like hairless. That would be
Take care
hilarious.
of you.
It's just Michael Chiklis.
Yep.
He wasn't a vampire, it was Michael Chiklis.
Step away from the stream, take a break.
It's just a bunch of Nosferatus running around.
Stand up tall.
Look at him.
Oh,
Look at him
it's
wave arms.
going.
Look at him wave arms.
He's had
Look
so
at
much
him
pen.
I am supposed to disable that.
Treat yourself, there's no lack. Little moments make a day. Self-care's not
I'm gonna brawl with my fists tonight, and I'm gonna athletically dodge, and I'm gonna drive boats, and I'm gonna stealth boat. I'm gonna occult tempest.
So take care of the you that you
Skip over story parts that Zed has played.
Basically a superhero.
Yep.
Step away from the glowing screen. Feel the
No,
walls are
man.
crisp and clean.
I don't know what this burst power is I put on strength. I got burst power. This is specialty.
Just roll with it.
I don't know what that was anymore.
It makes it do extra damage.
I think
Strength
that's
looks
it.
super high. Just be
I think that's
confident
actually what it
it'll
does.
pass. You're just very confident in it.
So I have a specialty in burst power, and we're gonna add more to that damage.
Yeah. That's a +2 more dice.
I'm gonna punch the tempest.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's magic missile at the darkness.
Oh man, punch the tempest. Yeah, dude, that's such a good title. That's a good title. That's a good band name. Good everything. Punch the tempest. Oh man, it's right up there at the echelon of Avenged Sevenfold.
As the break ends, we return to the stream. Hope you got what you need, that you took care of the you that you have. Take care of you. You only have one you, so take care of the you that you have. Yeah, take care of the you. The ads are over, rejoice, hope you had a good break. No more ad time to take, back to the game of choice.
Hello, everyone. Hello, how's everyone doing tonight?
Dead.
Dead.
That's how I'm doing.
Everyone's feeling dead. Excellent.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Rest in pierogies, everybody.
Ooh, pierogies. I shall.
Welcome to What Remains. To the winds that forget your
I'll
name,
take a
to the
pierogi.
waves that do not care that you once loved. Welcome to the tempest, the storm of all that is unfinished, unspoken, unlived. Here the dead do not rest, they drift. They fight, they remember too much or not enough. There's no time here, only pressure, only loss slowed by longing. But not all who wandered the storm are lost to it. John Purple Barrowman, once a man of ink and vinyl and second chances, now clings to the memory of name printed on comic no one finished. Dr. Evelyn Hyde Hall and Dr. Jake Hall, minds entwined, bound by science and shattered promises, two thoughts in one afterlife, still chasing the mystery that unmade them. Gaius Valerius Aquilinius, who wore iron and marched beneath empires, now he marches still alone, unbent, yet unsure what he's still fighting for. And Saris Harris, whose hands once held the veil between the living and the dead, only to find himself dragged beneath it. He still listens, he still searches, and perhaps tonight he will speak with something that he should not answer. This is forever after the end. Tonight, you sail on the black veil through the wind that cuts like guilt, toward a light that should not burn, and an island that remembers that the world chose to forget. The storm will not ask who you are, but it will show you what's left. Let's begin. How's everyone doing?
Good. Doing good. Doing great.
I'm going to start with a John
Little
Purple,
seasick.
aka Nerdwire. It's been a while since we've been here for Wraith.
It really has.
I'm glad to
It
have
really
everyone
has.
back. So tell us about yourself, Nerdwire. Tell us, get us reacquainted with John Purple Barrowman.
All right. So I play John Purple Barrowman, a middle-aged mess up, for lack of better words. Lived his life kind of a little bit of a recluse of his own making because he just was too awkward and too nerdy to really kind of like integrate properly into society. Became a mar upon the living world. People did not really want to associate with him. And he's just had like this extreme longing to find friendship. If he couldn't make it in the before life, he's going to try his best to make it in the afterlife. And that's kind of where he's at. Is he's acquired this amazing boat. He's kind of hostagized these new friends that he keeps calling friends. I don't know if they call him friends just yet, but he's like, friends, I've got them. And he's just dealing with the fact that, like, you know, there's a love unrequited in his living times. There's a lot of failure there. He really didn't make any money. He built a gigantic amassed pile of comic books and statues and action figures, but at that point, like, you're just playing pretend friends. And this is the first like real tangible set of friends he's had now, whether they want to be his friend or not. And that's the guy I'm playing. My name's Nerdwire Plays. I play a lot of games, mostly retro and Nintendo. And that's me.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us again today, friend. Team Wildwood.
Friend! Hey, friend!
Team
Oh,
Wildwood.
now you've done it. You set him off. Yo.
Tell us about a very interesting character that you play, tag teaming with Nerd at Art. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, tag team with my wife, and our characters are also husband and wife, and they were scientists, kind of trying to explore the afterlife, and they, after being kicked out of a university for their crazy science, they bought a haunted mansion and set up shop in the basement. Well, there was an accident, or was it an accident? Our characters were fused together, and we're kind of dealing with that now. Let me see if the quietness is something on my end. I think we just checked this stuff. Oh, yeah, my mic keeps turning down.
Now it's back. Yep, there you go. Now I hear you.
Gosh, I'm going to have to keep
Yeah,
watching.
you're a lot louder. I'm gonna have to turn you down on my side now.
Dude, they just will not stay the same. It's something to do with Video Ninja. they're fixed. But yeah, so we something happened, and it messed with us, and we're now fused together in one body, and only one of us can really speak and like take over consciousness at a time, and we don't understand it, but the wife assumes there's something some foul play, so she's kind of looking for um, for vengeance. But I think that maybe it was a mistake in like my science and whatnot. But we're just sailing along now, trying to figure that out and trying to make heads or tails of it. But I myself, Team Wildwood, and the wife, Nerded Art, also streams on the same channel. So we're pretty much always over on whatever happens on Team Wildwood for the most part. And we just play a lot of retro games and a lot of TTRPGs and stuff, and a lot of co-op gaming these days.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining me, friend. I appreciate it. I love to have you here. Actually, we have got a new... let's going to do it a couple times, because Nerded Art didn't know about this. No one knows about this.
Was it a secret? Oh, it's a secret. It's a big secret.
I have just to let you know, I've fully moved away from Stream Elements. I'm completely on StreamerBot now.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
All right, Saris Harris, aka Keywork Saver. Tell us about Saris Harris, and then tell us about Keywork Savior. Keyword, time out, Keyword. You did not send your audio through Video Ninja, so click the thing. My apologies, I got so caught up in everything we were doing.
That'll be what we're doing on Wednesday as well, Keyword. Pre-warning.
I mean, I would figure as much, but is it going through now?
Nope. Set your mic as the audio source in Video Ninja.
Yep, it is.
Oh, yep,
There we go.
Chet's
There you
saying
go.
yes.
Now you are.
Okay.
All
we
right.
didn't do it the other night, so I apologize.
It's okay.
Again, today was not a good brain day, though I am here for this. Saris Harris, in the mid-1920s in Manhattan, made his bones as a spiritualist investigator, basically kind of solving the problems of people who had the money and the willpower to call such a person. And a lot of times it was clanking pipes, or maybe neighbors making a little bit too much noise at 3 a.m. So he would fix those problems for people, and he took their money, but he did see things that pointed to something, that gave some merit to what he told these people. And it turns out that when you play games with the other side, both sides are playing the game. And as he found out, he met his untimely death at the hands of something on the other side who beckoned to him, and he ended up as street pizza due to that, and then found himself afloat on the Stygian seas, so where he got picked up by the the doctors and Gaius and John Purple Barrowman. So, and Keywork Savior. What's up?
No, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done.
Yeah, Keywork Savior. I do stream on Twitch. I haven't this week because I'm getting over a head cold and other things, but I do stream, and yeah, I enjoy the community that it brings, especially this whole TTRPG thing. So, but
Excellent. That brings us to Sakura playing Gaius. For those of you who are new with us, Sakura uses a text-to-speech, so sometimes takes a little bit longer to get it out, but we also use a closed captioning so you can read it as well.
Hi, Saki here. Different voice. I'm playing Gaius, a Roman centurion who has been a wraith for over 2,000 years, defending against oblivion, and now a fugitive due to choosing to help someone find a new chance at a new life. Such as it is, now afloat and somewhat lost in what to do now that is.
Excellent.
World has been flipped over. As for myself, I stream games, mostly old, some new.
Thank you, Sakura. That brings us to we need to do a recap because it's been a minute since we had a game. And luckily for everyone, I went through and I got the best moments.
It is quite a shock.
It
it
is
not?
quite a shock.
It's a little surprising, yeah.
Hello, I'm Sakura.
I got the best moments of last game and scrubbed them all out today and totally put them up on our TikTok where you can easily check them out, but I'm still going to give a recap.
I have many voices.
Is that your Invader Zim voice?
Oh man. Doom. Doom, doom, doom.
You need to add some deep reverb to that one.
All right, so
I'm
just
ready-
to go
ready
over
for
what
the
we did
recap.
last time. The crew of the Black Veil was on the run from the Crimson Chain. And they ran into a Tempest Storm where they were presented with images of their life. Traumatic images used to test their souls. They came through the other side. They were then attacked by specters. They fought the specters off. Then they were about to be chased by the Crimson Fleet, but John Purple Barrowman uses Argus to instantly teleport his companions across the game, away from all danger, to the Lost Lighthouse, where they met the Guardian of the lighthouse, a necromancer who claimed to be a vampire, whose the first instinct of the party was apparently to attack, which John Barrowman did, to no effect whatsoever. It was interesting.
I don't even know what a vampire is.
Exactly. So, Gaius doesn't even know what a vampire is. A Strix would probably be the closest thing that the Romans would call it, a blood-drinking spirit. Sarah Harris and Gaius then entered the lighthouse and had an existential experience in the lighthouse with a book that showed parts of their lives that really wasn't theirs. It was from a third-person perspective. It showed their life out of context, but with the details just slightly wrong. To what purpose? They're still not sure. When they left the lighthouse, the light turned on. And that's where we ended. And that's where we're going to begin right now. The Forgotten Lighthouse looms above you. Its towering black walls etched with sigils that shift when no one is looking. The light flickers unnaturally, pulsing like a heartbeat, illuminating the swirling abyss beyond the ship. The Black Veil resists approaching any further, as you had to use the dinghy to get off into the ship. Now you find yourself standing outside the lighthouse, the Guardian in his robes, waiting with John Purple, and now Dr. Jake Hall. You saw the transformation for the first time, Purple. You'd never seen it up close and personal. The sudden moliation. Evelyn, standing there once, now replaced instantly by Jake. A painful looking transformation.
I think I've spoken with both of them though.
You've spoken with both of them, yes.
Okay. Mister, are you feeling okay? Mr. Ma'am?
I've been better. That was quite a time to have that shift.
Are you aware of this guy over here, the vampire? I point over toward.
As you
the guy
point
in the
toward him,
hood.
he's standing there with his hands in his sleeves, hood over his
I
head.
can't say I've made his acquaintance, no.
I don't know that you want to. I'm just gonna be completely honest. He's a little
Good to note.
scary. I don't know if I need to catch you up on anything else, but the new guy. Are you familiar with the new guy? Have you been around since the new guy showed up? Actually, has he been around since the new guy showed up?
No.
I don't think he has.
He hasn't.
Oh, okay. Well, so we got a new guy, and he's like a smooth talker from like the 1920s, and Gaius and new guy have went up to the lighthouse over there. I honestly don't know what they're doing, but that light just came on.
Well, the lighthouse best serves us with its light on. And I feel I've been aware of the presence of the new guy for a bit.
The Guardian, standing off to the side, quietly, passively listening to this, looks at Dr. Hall and just tilts his head to the side and says, interesting.
You stay away from him, you bloodsucker. That's my friend!
I think you're the vampire I've heard about.
Once again, it's a term I'm unfamiliar with.
Oh.
I am the guardian of this lighthouse, though not willingly. Over time, I've been stranded here, and now I stand guard.
That's all he does. He tries to convince people to go die.
Interesting. To what purpose?
To die, that is not my purpose.
You send them to oblivion.
I send them toward transcendence.
Scoff, I kind of turn. Take a couple of steps away, but not too far away.
Though I think I have a new purpose.
What's that?
I would like to travel with you.
No! Absolutely not.
So far, it seems my group isn't terribly interested in that.
Well, I mean, I don't speak for the group, Mr. Man, but I don't like him. He creeps me out.
I need your aid. I've been stranded on this island for I don't even know how long. I need to get closer to the Skinlands so I can transfer myself back across.
He hopes.
Well, we're
Mr.
certainly-
Harris, I'm glad to see you. How do you feel about this guy coming along?
Seems to be a stand-up guy. He sold me straight. Price of admission was worth it. Oblivion? No. Information. It's a map. The lighthouse is fitting. The lighthouse is fitting. It's definitely a guide. What we're here. How we get out of this. It's all the answers. Right, Gaius? I trust him. I'd give him more blood if he asked me for it.
Do you still have blood?
The answers without all the questions.
Yeah, that's how I'd put it, too. It's a book, but you'd have to know where to look in it. But it's going to tell you everything that you find. So what? He wants to come? Come with?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh, hey. Hi. Nice to meet you. How you doing there? Put her there. Sarah
Well,
Saris.
good to meet you as well. I feel we've somewhat met. That's just a part of the complication that I'm in.
Yeah,
But
So
I'm the one speaking.
doctor-
This guy
where'd
is
she go?
the lady. This guy's the lady, Mr. Harris.
My
this
wife,
guy.
yes.
Dude looks like a lady.
Evelyn.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw you. We saw stuff when we were on the ocean.
Yeah,
There's an accident. You and the missus.
exactly.
Well, nice to meet you. You gonna
It's good
stick
to officially
around?
meet you as well. I hope so. We'll see how long it lasts.
At least for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So would you, being a doctor, want to go investigate this tower? I paid the price of admission. Mr. Purple here, he's skeptical now that we come back. I mean, what's the deal?
I must ask, why am I out here, and did I not enter the tower in the first place? My wife had an aversion to it.
I mean, why don't you ask Mr. Purple? He was a very clear voice in why she might not want to go.
Vampire wanted blood. I didn't like it. And I think the missus also said it's probably not the best idea.
I think I might have to be inclined to agree.
I don't know if your payment is enough to get us all in, but at the same time, I don't know that. What did you see in there?
So
You
the
said
tower.
map, but explain it.
So the tower. It
And you
goes
both
up
came out very creepily. Let me
and
just
it goes down. It goes up forever, and it goes down forever. And as you go up, the explanations that you find, I actually don't have the best recollection of our experience in the tower from several weeks ago.
It was like memories of your life, but it was like wrong. It wasn't like there was stuff that wasn't correct.
Yeah, there was narration for events of our lives, but it was written by somebody else's hand. That's right. That's it. Yeah, thank you.
Was it a worthwhile trip?
I mean, I don't feel no different. If he took something from me, I don't feel like it's missing.
Like your mortality? Well,
my mortality kind of left before
It
I
was
ended
like
up meeting
someone
you.
made one of those movies about us.
Yeah, moving pictures.
I look at the Guardian. Is this payment enough?
I'm satisfied. Proceed.
I just I walk up to the lighthouse, take the steps up, leading toward the spire, and then I open the door. I look back to see if anyone has followed.
Does Jake Hall follow?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Not here alone. Not here alone. I'm gonna open the door just a little bit, and I'm gonna lean my head in, and I'm gonna kind
It
of
will
like
be an
look
interesting
around.
experience,
I'm
I
gonna
believe.
I'm gonna peek my head in above his ped style.
Oh, it's like Scooby-Doo cartoon.
Yeah.
Both our heads have peeked in. What do we see when we peek in?
Beyond the threshold, the spiraling staircase ascends and descends into the darkness in different directions, broken by occasional lanterns that flicker with green light. I need both of you, as you tip your head in, give me a willpower roll, difficulty 7.
Two.
2, yep.
That's rolling. It's been a month. That's rolling the same amount of dice as we have dots of willpower, correct?
Yes.
That's what
And you have 4. All right, so you're both do fine. You succeed in your actions. You do not suffer any consequence. The stairwell twists impossibly. Are you going up or are you going down?
I kind of look at Jake, and I'm like, well, what do you think, friend?
I don't know what to think about this place. This is quite new to me. The lighthouse,
New to both of us.
I would think up, but it's interesting that down's even a possibility.
All right, let's Rochambeau this and see if we can decide. I want to go down. You want to go up? All right. So
Fair enough.
I'm gonna start. All right. We'll hold it up for the camera. You ready? I'll close my eyes so that way I don't accidentally see it. Rock,
Okay.
paper, scissors, shoot.
Wait! We're going on shoot. Let's try it one more time.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, it's
Okay,
a tie.
double scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess we're going up.
We're going up.
Okay.
Take us up.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Radio Geek.
The stairwell twists impossibly, leading to a vast circular chamber. A hall lined with mirrors of dark glass, each framed in tarnished silver. These are not reflections. Instead, they reveal the moments before death for those who sought the lighthouse path. Purple. You see yourself stumbling, tripping over a cord, stumbling into a stack of boxes, falling backwards as a bookcase lands on top of you, a Master Chief helmet falling and slamming into your head. Knocking over the fan, unplugging it, causing a fire. Moments before your death, there you are bleeding, with the visor of a Master Chief helmet buried into your skull.
The
Jake,
helmet created a head injury.
you look into a mirror, and you see the final experiment. You see Evelyn. You see yourself. And you think you see something out of the corner of your eye. A shadowy hand messing with scientific equipment. And then an explosion. And then nothing. And you look through another mirror and you see Gaius going through their death, as well as Ceres falling from a building, only to meet the street below. But at the center of the chamber stands a spectral guide, dressed in the robes of the old hierarchy scholar, not too dissimilar from the Guardian.
Vampire.
You stand here where many have stood before. Each sought an end. Some found it. Others remained unfinished. He gestures toward more mirrors, but you notice there's no books. There's no map. They didn't mention anything about a keeper.
Mm.
The keeper gestures to the other mirrors, offering you a choice. Look unto your own death. Look deeply. Live it again, and again, and again. Or refuse the visions in your ignorance. What do you choose?
Jake?
It's interesting. I mean, I accept. I feel I accept what I'm seeing. I've been waiting to have an answer on this.
Excellent. One moment, just let me pull up what I would need to get. I need everyone, I need you two to please make exactly what I need to make in 1 second. Where'd it go?
What have you done?
A wits plus stamina roll.
I meant, did I already accept something? I was just.
Yes, you said you were going to.
Right.
You're facing the truth.
Wits and stamina.
Yep.
You can't handle the truth.
Difficulty
Can't
6.
handle the truth.
You got 3.
You got 3 successes.
No, I got 2. I got two successes.
Oh no. And you get no
Not
successes.
Nada.
Nada. All right, so if you failed, gain 1 temporary angst.
Okay.
Division unsettles your soul. Nerdwire. You gain insight into your passions. You start understanding them. Your death, the memory of your death, almost brings you back to the things you loved. Though they're killing you, though they're ending you, these are your things. You were killed by your things amongst the things you love. Perhaps these things are here with you and you just don't know where they are yet. Maybe your horde continues. Maybe it's something you could find or collect or, recreate. And you have an eternity to do so if you don't fall to oblivion.
What have you done?
The mirror shows you something else, though. Both of you. And you notice this. Jake, you don't receive the insights into your passion that Purple did. But you see an end. You see the dissolution of the soul. But you don't understand it because you see two twin sparks in the darkness, bound together at one wick. Two sparks, one fire. The keeper looks up, says, "You've seen your pasts. You've glimpsed at what possibly could be if you've done your best. If you are here free of obligation and ready to seek transcendence, you'll understand my words. Is it transcendence you seek?
Not anymore.
What is transcendence? Creepy vampire guy?
I am not a vampire. I am like you, a lowly wraith, tasked to this lighthouse for failures of the soul. I sought transcendence and failed.
So you can seek it and not get it?
Of course.
I mean, I'm not saying I want that right now. Do I move on? Is this the end?
The end is subjective. Is the end oblivion? Is it transcendence? Is transcendence a new beginning to a new life? Some say you find the Shining Islands and you'll find paradise. Some say they're corrupt, broken, slave factories.
I might be in paradise now.
This is not paradise.
My stuff could be here.
I think you
I got friends.
And misinterpret what you see. Friends? It looks to you. Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Stone hand punch. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Sucker punch.
Listen, guy, that's not very. I think that's not very nice. But do I have to go through you to get transcendence?
No, I am merely a guide. If you seek transcendence, step to the chamber beyond.
What did our other friends do?
I did
Mr.
not
Harris
meet your
and
other
guys.
friends.
Hmm?
I did not meet your other friends.
Is there a reason why you didn't come meet them? Did they
read
not
the
qualify?
books.
What did they read in the books?
The things we were shown?
They
In the
were
mirrors?
shown another way.
my way is certainly vengeance now. I have unfinished business here.
Vengeance, you say? You
Indeed.
you seek what killed you.
There was a theory that it was a specter, possibly a wraith, and I didn't believe that, but I do now.
Can you
I'm
find
just here for my
transcendence with
friends.
giving someone else oblivion?
Can you? You're the guy.
I
guy
ask the
guy.
questions. You need to discuss the answers.
Why do we want to transcend?
He looks at you blankly. If you do not know the answer to that, you're on the wrong journey.
I believe I've seen everything I need to see here, John. Let's
Okay.
say we move on.
Okay, I'll agree. And as I agree, I stick my hand out like I'm wanting to hold his hand on the way down the stairs so we can both leave safely together.
So you're going down the stairs, not toward the next chamber.
What's in the next chamber? Hold on. I thought we were at the chamber. Okay.
No, I told you he stretched his hand and said beyond this chamber.
Are we going into the chamber?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going down the stairs.
Are you going down, or are you just going down to the first level?
Back to yeah.
I was curious about what was down.
Fair enough.
We continue holding hands and walk down.
Okay, so hand in hand.
Hand in hand, we're going down these stairs
Is it dark?
safely, but we're using the buddy system.
Yes.
As you begin the
Accountability.
descent down the stairs, first you will come to the ground level, and you begin to walk down the steps. And it is dark, but there is green luminescence filling the area. A luminescent green fog or haze lights the way as you down. Yes.
As we're sitting outside the tower, do we notice them as they kind of make their way back down?
No, because I'm going to tell you why in just a second. You guys are having a conversation with the.
All right, no, I figured.
As while they're going down, and down, it's going to take you a couple moments to get down. Outside of the lighthouse, the Guardian looks to the two of you. Were you satisfied with what you saw?
Do you have any force?
Go fish. I mean, kind of not really. What about you, Gaius? I mean, feel it would have been a bit flashier, a bit more final, not so cryptic. Maybe some sort of gatekeeper saying this way to your next life.
Did you ascend to the final chamber?
Final chamber? It kind of looked like it went on forever.
I must ask the
bottom?
two
It
of
was
you
a learning
question.
experience. Learning what isn't, which is some information.
I'm in need of your aid. I must leave this island.
Right. That's kind of why we came here too. Leave this place.
I request that you bring me with you.
Well, it's not my boat,
I
not
see
my boat,
no
guy.
issue.
But honestly, I'll vouch for you. That guy, he's real leery of you. Like he thinks you're something. But I don't know. You're definitely something else. You're not like us. Where do you need to go?
I need to get closer to the Skinland so I can return. I've spent far too long here in the Shadowlands. I must return to my existence on the other side.
Hmm.
I have wayward
Now,
children to take care of.
personally, I've never been too strong on geography, but physical plane, physical plane, spirit plane. Is that like, can you get close to the other side by moving here?
Yes. Once we leave the Tempest and we get close to a necropolis, we can get closer to the Skinlands, and I will be able to cross through the gauntlet, through the veil.
Curiouser and curiouser, as Alice said. I mean, like Gaia said, this big guy here, I got no issue with you. I'll take you along. You seem like a stand-up guy. Those two get back, we'll talk about it.
Speaking of those two, as they are walking down and down the spiral staircase for what seems like forever, it begins to grow cold. Very cold. You begin hearing voices. Not your shadow, but something else calling you. Something that may have never been born. You begin to hear screams. Infernal. Terrible screams. A wind begins picking. The further you walk, the closer you seem to get to this screaming. And then it stops as you come to a door. Plain stone door. An wrought iron handle.
Any window or anything, or is it just like solid stone?
Solid stone.
So I'm thinking we don't open this fucking door.
I am inclined to agree, indubitably.
The other direction got a little crazy, and this one seems worse.
I honestly don't know if this is worse or better. Like, everything just kind of sucks.
Speaking of, are we still in possession of the boat?
We are.
Okay.
I mean, by we, I am.
Well,
My
that's
boat.
good. I'm glad to hear that. It does feel time maybe we get back to that.
I'm not too
Is
inclined
there
to
any
disagree.
reason that you'd want to open this door?
I don't know. It got awfully quiet once we got here.
Yeah, I'm not... I know very little of this lighthouse situation still.
They're like a stat for bravery.
Stat for bravery,
How
not
brave am I?
particularly.
How brave am
Is
I?
it really a brave skill, so to speak?
I'm kind of dumb, though. I'm kind of dumb.
It's
I don't
kind
know,
of
maybe
up
we
to
should
what you
open
want to
this.
do, my friend.
Roll against pusillanimous.
I mean,
Open it, man. I'll
don't have to
continue
go
to
in.
hold your hand.
thank you. I hold tight as I. Does the door pull in or push in?
It
Pull
pulls
out or
out. It
push
pulls
in?
out.
It pulls out. Okay, it's pull out game strong. So we go ahead and we pull it.
Pull out Game Strong.
And as I pull it toward me,
Okay,
What are you
give me
afraid of? Are you gonna die?
Strength plus athletics roll because it's heavy.
okay.
I love that we're opening this door.
What's my difficulty?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, so you easily
Nice.
pull the door open. The hinges squeal,
No.
and it's the only sound you hear.
I'm gonna stick my head around the door and look in.
And I'm gonna stick my head right over his.
As you do so, you're looking into pure darkness. Not darkness, blackness. The absence of everything.
I wouldn't cross that threshold.
I'm still thinking no on this
Surprise,
door.
it's your birthday party.
You're 6 years old again.
Surprise. I don't really have anything.
I don't think
that
we're
will help me
supposed to be
able see.
messing with this door. I don't know what it means. I've never seen a darkness like this. It's very much the void, for the absence of anything.
Vampire guy outside, and the guy who says he's not a vampire upstairs didn't say anything about not coming here, though.
Yeah. Still, though, we shouldn't just be poking around.
Oh, come on, are you afraid?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little afraid too. I was hoping you'd say no, but
Stick a finger in there.
Stick your
I'm miles
finger
away.
in it.
I'm miles away. But... Yeah,
I
For
mean,
some
stick a
reason, I'm
finger in
compelled
there.
to tell you to stick your finger in it.
it couldn't hurt. It absolutely couldn't hurt, right?
Just don't use don't use one of your good fingers.
They're all good, and I hold my hand up and show all 5. I still have them.
One of those unimportant fingers, like your left pinky.
Yeah.
All right.
Left pinky.
Well, that's my right hand. Hang on. All right. I'm gonna stick it in there.
As you stick it in, you feel resistance at first.
Like pushing back, like it's like Jello pudding. Like
there is resistance as you push in, and then he is pulled into the room.
I still have a hold of Jake's hand.
Jake is pulled into the room as well.
Oh no!
Purple. You're dressed. You remember exactly where you are. You're dressed for junior prom in an ill-fitting suit. You're waiting at the front door of the prom, waiting for your prom date, who promised that you'd be there. One of the more popular girls in the school had asked you. You're going out of your way. You got a nice suit.
Always a joke.
Always a joke. And there they were. They pulled up in the limo, laughing at you. Your supposed date with the rest of the theater kids. It's not even the
Still
jocks.
holding hands with Jake.
Yes, still holding hands with Jake.
Grown man.
Jake doesn't
Am I
see
in a
this.
nice suit too?
No,
okay.
Jake, no, you are. It's 1952. You're at your birthday party.
Sick.
Your dad, unfortunately, hit the beer real early. It's been a bad day on your birthday party. Broken toys, a broken present, a weeping mother. Just another trauma from your life, just dredged up out of nowhere in the underworld. This lasts for what seems like forever. It's on repeat. It plays out. It stops.
Jeez.
It starts over again. It plays out.
Can I interact with it?
I'm getting there for you. Yes, you can. Give me a wits plus composure roll.
That'd be both of us.
Yes.
I'm missing composure.
You
Where
are
is that
missing
on here?
composure.
Yeah, me
Wits,
too.
wits plus manipulation. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Too many games lately.
Too many games. We played too many games. Difficulty 6.
4.
Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Uno.
Uno.
209. Not a 6-9. Nice.
Actually, that 10. Roll again. Roll another dice.
Oh, let's see if it explodes.
See if it explodes.
It explodes.
It does not explode.
Okay, safe.
It does not explode. You still get 2 successes. You are able to manipulate the scene, not change it, but you can make minor changes to the scene. How would you make those minor changes?
So this limo just drives by and they're laughing at John, right?
Yep.
I want to put a child in the way of that limo.
Just
Then
pull a
I want
child
their
out of your
parents to
pocket.
go to jail.
Okay. Give yourself a point of angst.
Oh no.
Damn. Damn. Okay, that was cruel.
I'm angry.
Wraith is a
child.
dark game.
Yeah, real
Children
dark.
are expendable.
Doc, what do you want? How do you want to manipulate the scene?
I'm gonna hide Dad's booze.
You gonna hide Dad's booze?
Yep. Each time, if it's still happening, I'm just gonna try to find more booze and hide more booze until I'm sure I found it all, and he can't hit the sauce that morning. I'd be up early anyhow. It's Christmas, right? Oh no, it's my birthday. It's my birthday, so I'm stoked. I'm up early. Every time I wake up, I'm hiding Dad's sauce.
You get extra birthday spankings.
Extra birthday.
Probably. Sounds like I'm used to it.
Kid in front of the limo is not Toad's cool. That's why he got angst.
Yeah, nobody liked it.
Nobody liked it. Give himself for eating dogs.
They're eating the dogs. Like
Well, give
Blackwater,
yourself
New
a
York,
down
they're eating the
pathos.
dogs. In Syria, they're eating the dogs. Sorry.
What's your current angst rating, Nerdwire?
6.
6.
Mhm.
Right. Who's your shadow?
I believe it's key work.
Tis.
Okay. He's up to 6. He's up to 6 angst now.
All right.
All right. That's his
Now-
cue.
Because we haven't really gone over this yet. Does that mean that I can use thorns and that burns angst points?
You could use thorns anyway. You can use thorns at almost any time you want.
Once per game.
Once per
typically.
game, yes.
Okay, and that's the points that are used are angst points.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you.
What if he gets to 10 angst? You can do a catharsis and take over.
I don't know if anyone wants to be John Purple.
I'd want to be John Purple's shadow. He'd be just a gross dude.
Hey, ladies.
Tip of the hat, my lady.
Oh God.
She's Katana. Can I tell you about my favorite Demon Slayer story arc?
On my robe and wizard hat.
So you are in this chamber, pulled into this darkness, reliving traumatic moments from your history. But you've managed to manipulate them. You've manipulated them either in light ways that have been helpful or dark ways that have caused pain and suffering. It's not real pain and suffering. You've just hardened your own soul. No one else's. After a period of time, the darkness clears and you find yourself in an empty chamber.
Together?
Together, holding hands.
Holding it.
Still holding hands.
Still holding
baby.
hands.
Hey, so let's say we get out of this place.
I'm down for it.
Cool.
As you leave the room, the door swings closed behind you, slamming
Ooh.
shut.
We're out of it though.
You're out of it though. It does not.
Okay.
It does not.
Behind us, not in front of us. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, that was an experience that I hope to not ever deal with again.
Yeah, I don't ever want to talk about that.
Fair enough. Let's meet up with the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
All right, you find the other two speaking with the guardian, and let's have this little scene that I've been waiting for now.
And then we get boat. That was not near as informative as you described it, Mr. Harris.
Yeah, that was something else. We figured out what we want to do in a set off here. Can we have
You came back. I guess we're going. Yeah, we didn't go all the way up. I guess I didn't know there was a top nor a bottom. What'd you guys find?
It was
the
one
top
floor.
and the bottom?
Which? You tell me.
One floor up and one floor down.
Well, I saw the way up. I saw my death, and it gave me some insight as to some thoughts that my wife had as to our death, and I found that very informative. However, the other direction was not so informative, and it was just something I'd rather not speak about.
I know that I have some things here somewhere. I think. And then
Alright.
I'm in the same boat as the doctor over here. I don't want to talk about it.
We don't need to talk about it. We
Right.
definitely weren't.
I'm
holding
getting-
Same boat. We're all in the same boat.
Things
Speaking of
here
getting in
on
the
this
same boat.
island.
Let's get in this boat.
Less things here on this island and more things prior to us being in this realm of existence.
Listen, I don't know what you saw. I imagine maybe if the 4 of us, 5 of us, had gone into the tower, maybe there would have been some sort of consolidation of experience, so to speak. But I think it should be clear that there is kind of a subjectiveness to experience for each of us here. I, do you argue with that? I mean, do you pick up what I'm putting down?
I think that's very fair to say.
The Guardian speaks up. Did any of you enter the beacon room?
No, of course we would not do that.
Not a clue,
What's
bud.
the beacon room?
The beacon room.
Is it the?
The
Is
final
that like
chamber.
the way to? Okay, no, yeah, no. No.
We were just looking for the bathroom. It got lost.
I thought that would be the end of me. Why am I still standing here talking to you?
Care to enlighten us? This beacon room.
The beacon room is the final chamber, the final choice, the final path. I've seen one of your kind enter it and not return. One brave enough to make a choice. Everyone else has turned back.
Uncertainty tends to breed that in people. I don't. What's
As
after?
was said, we returned before finding the top.
Listen, I think what he's trying to say is, we want it out. Whatever this is. That's the door. But you, doctor, I think you got something going on here. I know I do. Something brought me here. Seems like it. Called to me. Tricked me.
Yeah.
I got things to do.
I certainly have things to do. More so now than I knew before.
Purple, you said you got things here.
Keyword,
Some
you got,
stuff
you
in
got
an
really,
eternity to accrue it.
Keyword, you got really quiet.
I got really quiet.
Yeah, I got hard to hear you.
I wasn't projecting.
I've got some stuff around here and an eternity to continue to add to it. And I'd like to start getting that stuff back.
Got you, big guy. Exit stage right. Stick around with us, floatabouts.
I am experiencing new things. For the first time in centuries, I am continuing.
The Guardian speaks
I
up.
guess it's
Good.
decided.
Then we can all continue together.
Whoa.
That said, Captain, I request that we take the Guardian with us. He has great knowledge, and helping him should be beneficial.
Look at Gaius and I'm like, excuse me? Great knowledge?
The
The
guys have
only
got a
thing I've
point.
found so far in that tower is a lot of disappointment and fear.
What knowledge does he have? What knowledge do you have?
As he begins to speak, Maiden Rue pops her head over comes down off things. We should take him with us.
I forgot about you. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you died.
If
Where have
anything
you
else,
been?
he's been here a hell of a lot longer than us. No pun intended.
All
If
right.
hell even is a thing, I mean.
You try anything against me or all of my friends, and I gesture at my friends, I will find a way to kill you. Stake to the heart, holy water, garlic, all the traditional stuff.
All the pain. Lots of pain.
I think you're being a little dramatic. What's he gonna do? Kill you?
Yes.
I merely need
something.
a ride
Where?
to the closest necropolis.
Are you much for fighting?
Fighting. Fighting what?
Have you been to the Tempest before?
Briefly.
I have a few stalkers.
Fans, so to speak.
You don't hop in the boat.
The red, and I can't remember the rest of their name. The red what?
Crimson Chain.
The Crimson Chain. There we go. Not the red. The Crimson Chain. I have a few stalkers. They're known as the Crimson Chain. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they're a problem. And they keep finding me somehow because they're tracking the boat that we're on.
I'm starting to get the vibe that we're your only chance off of this, Rock.
How long has it been since you last saw a visitor? Get on the boat. Let me know what you're sitting. Let me know that distance of time while you're getting on the boat.
I've lost track of time.
All right. Let's climb in the dinghy. Let's be on our way.
He climbs into the dinghy.
Fair enough.
Easy to do.
And he takes a seat, folds his hands in his lap, sits very straight, very austere. He removes his hood, and he's completely bald. Slightly not pointed ears, but they're a little angular. No beard, almost skeletal in appearance, as if the skin is drawn taut against his skull. Hollowed-eyed, fangs. I will tell you my name if now that I'm traveling with you. It is Asher. That means nothing to any of you, but it does to other people who might know World of Darkness stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Balls tits.
A pleasure, Asher.
Indeed. Welcome aboard.
All right, so you head back toward the Black Veil. Asher, Maiden Rue, everyone in the dinghy. As you get back, everyone climbs board. You pull the ship up. And you lash yourself back to the wheel, don't you?
Of course. Don't intend to lose this giant possession that John currently has, and on top of that, I'm the safest one to drive it. So at least I assume out of everybody else. All right. John tries to say in his biggest, most captain-esque voice, "Hoist the sails and raise the masts. Where are we off to first?"
That's up to you. You're the one with
Start tending to
Argos,
the
and you're the
sails.
one with the map, and you got to look at it and decide what you want to do.
All right. I pull out my map. Captain?
We need to consult the map. Captain.
All right. Let's take a look and spread it out. It's like an iPad still, right? Essentially.
Yes.
All right. Pull it out, and then we open it up, and I'm enhancing. I'm enhancing onto. Is there anything on this map that has given me any kind of point of reference for where we should head next?
Yes, there is a lighthouse, an animated lighthouse on the.
Another
on the
one?
map. Yes.
Tall, dark, and creepy. You want to come tell us where the Skinlands might be? Or
He kind of
somewhere
shuffles
adjacent?
toward the map, and he looks at it, and he looks very confused at what he's looking at.
You're not familiar with this place at all, are you? You've been on that island
I've been
the
on
entire
this
time you've
island.
been here?
Yes.
Can we zoom out of the map? You said it's
Yeah.
similar to
Because
an iPad?
the lighthouse, you're pretty sure the lighthouse you're looking at is the lighthouse you're at. I'm not saying it's another lighthouse. It's
Yeah.
the lighthouse you're at.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the only point of reference that we have.
It's the lighthouse, yes.
Is that like a fog of war thing?
Yes.
We uncover the map as, of course it is. Video game logic.
All right.
Would I know the general direction of the nearest, or at least any necropolis?
Give me an intelligence plus bureaucracy roll. No, intelligence plus politics.
Ooh.
Oh my god, roll those two again.
No splodies. No splodies.
No ones. You don't want ones.
Yeah.
3 successes. Yes. You look at the map and you realize you're not far from the island of Thornwald, which was a hierarchy necropoli for a long time. It just went dark. It's been dark for a very long time, but we are not far from where the necropoli was, or what remains of it.
When you say dark, you're just no communication with
No
anyone outside of
communication.
that
Not
area.
thanks to 6th grade from Maelstrom.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wait Gaius's instruction here.
Yep.
It could be dangerous, or it could be empty, but it is not terribly far.
I mean, that's the only inkling of where we need to go.
I think that's a strong lead. It's the best we've got.
All right.
Set the sails.
Absolutely. So I walk up to the wheel and I'm gonna I grab hold of it. Do I get handcuffed to this thing still yet, or is it
Yes,
not
you
doing
still
that
get
anymore?
handcuffed to the
God, okay.
to the ship.
Well,
It's
Here we
almost
go.
as it feels like it's enslaving you to itself.
oh man.
So you lash yourself to the ship. Not to battle just yet. Not just yet.
All right. I'm gonna start turning that wheel into the Tempest. And how is the Tempest right now? Is it pretty calm? Is it tumultuous? How's it doing out there?
The Tempest is not wind. It's not water. It's not a place, though it stretches farther than the underworld can map. You feel it as a pressure without shape. It's a scream without a throat. It's a memory collapsing in on itself. The black veil rocks beneath your feet, not from waves, but from emotion given form. The sea churns with guilt of thousands. Great crests of liquid ash and shadow roll beneath you, shifting to the rhythm of regret. Above, the sky is not a sky, it's glass shattered across eternity. Slivers of old time hang suspended in lightning forks. Snapshots of weddings, fires, deaths. If you watch too long, you'll even see your own. The winds don't howl. They accuse. It's calm, but every gust that does arrive brings back a word you shouldn't have said. Every silence feels like a name you failed to speak in time. Sometimes voices drift past the hull of yours, not yours, familiar and wrong. A child calls for someone who didn't come. A man repeats his last prayer. A woman sobs in the voice of your own shadow, promising she'll never let go. And bobbing along beside you on a barrel is Slick Jonah.
How did he live?
He's just bobbing in a barrel in the Tempest.
Well, I'm strapped to the wheel, so somebody else is going to have to talk to this idiot.
Hello up there.
Who is Slick Jonah?
You weren't here for Slick Jonah.
No.
No, you weren't around yet. So Slick Jonah, if I remember correctly, he was the guy
yeah.
who also wanted the ship, right?
Yes.
At the auction.
One of the other guys,
And
yeah.
Your character and he would get along really well. You talk very similar.
Yeah.
Captain, it appears we have a castaway. Ahoy there. Who are you?
Yo, it's me. Hey, I recognize this boat. Hey, how y'all doing? It's me, Slick Jonah.
Oh, God.
Hey, Captain, on second, I don't think we should bring anybody aboard and call himself Slick. Good day to
I
you,
think
sir.
you might be right.
Best of luck.
Oh, we're at capacity.
Push him forward.
Just take an oar out and just push him away from the side of the boat.
Oh man.
Okay. So as they push this poor man out into the Tempest, everyone gains a bout of temporary angst.
Jonas, how did you end up like this?
Oh man, yeah, I mean, Gaius is still talking to him. Let's hold on.
Okay.
Is he stuck to the end of it, or he just won't let go?
As he's being pushed away. Well, when I jumped into the waters to escape the Crimson Chains, I found this barrel. And well, I've been floating ever since.
Captain, having been a drowned rat myself in these particular situations, I implore you, despite my previous reservations, that perhaps we should bring Mr. Slick aboard.
I hate this guy.
It would,
I agree, but
Say under my voice.
we should probably let him aboard.
Yeah.
How about we have the two untrustworthies watch each other?
Actually, we do have a room down below that we need to get checked out. We could send them both to it.
This
Like
is
Jonas.
a ship. This is a big ship. There's a lot of room on this ship.
Yeah, but
like
there's
Jonas.
one specific room that that me
That
and
you
the
haven't
missus
gone
tried
in
to
yet.
open. Yeah.
Exactly.
Bring him on up.
Bring him
All
up.
right.
All right. So you lower ropes, I take it, to bring
I'll
him
get
up.
him up.
And he comes up and he throws a big hug around Gaius as he gets him. He's so thank you. Thank you. I saw my oblivion many times over. Just over and over and over again. I'll make it up to you. I promise. I will. You can have the boat. I don't even want it anymore.
I
I'm
got
glad
a
to
room
hear
down
that.
below that you could go and check out for me, though, that I haven't been in yet. Maybe filled with lots of treasures or whatever it is that you desire. Why don't you go down and open it and take a look?
He says that sounds like bait.
Says the bait who was just floating in the Tempest.
Is that
What does Madame Rue have
a
to say
condition
about-
of my continued existence on this ship?
Pins.
It's not right now.
We honestly don't know what's there.
That's the truth. This is quite a ship. And we haven't found too many, we found more treasures on it than we found anything else.
We found more people on it than we found treasures, though.
Well, they say the treasure's the friends you make along the way.
Then we found a lot of treasure.
That's the truth. But I don't want to be your friend. You're the first person I met that I don't like. Other than creepy over there, but you know, I'm less concerned that he's a person and more a entity.
Yeah, even the Tempest spat you back out, buddy.
Oh, Slick Jonah, I'm sorry.
All
Hey,
right.
I got saved.
need-
That's all that
wait.
matters. That's all that matters is I drift. Lady Fate was right. I drifted where I needed to be, and I got picked up. So, out of gratitude, I'll look into your door for you.
I'd greatly appreciate it.
And you said anything in there I get to keep.
I clap him on the shoulder. You know, I don't take kindly to the implication that this gentleman and I are in any way the same, but I wasn't made aware of this mystery door that you dare not enter yet either, so, you know.
There's not really been a whole lot of time to talk about it.
This is true. This is true.
me and Mrs. Hall had went down to go take a look before we started being chased, and there's it's been a little bit, but if
Let's
I
all
remember
go.
correctly, it was a lot of thumping that was going on down there, and I can't
Let's all
go.
go.
I'm stuck to the wheel, and I
Let's
lift my
everyone
hands
else
up
go.
and I show my chains that are attached to my
Listen,
wrists.
I know a thing or two about investigating anomalous noises.
All right.
And
I've
more
opened
often
some
than
weird
not,
doors today. I'm down.
All right. So Slick Jonah goes downstairs with who's going down with Slick Jonah to look at the door.
I'll go down. I'm feeling courageous.
All right. So the four of you go down to help Slick Jonah, and he goes to the door and he looks in and he goes, "Can you open it? Did you try opening it before?"
I didn't try opening it before. I'm just like super excited looking at this doorknob, ready for him to open this bad boy.
here, allow me, sir. Then reach for the door handle.
As you reach for the door handle, we cut to another scene as John Purple is steering the boat. You hear behind
Don't
you.
steer like that, please.
Don't do that. You feel an arm around your shoulder, Purple. And you look to the side, and it's Slick Jonah. We're going to go on break right here.
Excuse me?
All right, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for that. We needed that break to stretch our legs and get our minds right and get prepared for what was about to happen. Where we'd left off, part of the crew had gone down below deck to check out a door with Slick Jonah, the castaway they just pulled out of the Tempest. As they did that, then they went down below with Slick Jonah, while Purple was lashed to the wheel, piloting the ship. Slick Jonah slipped his arms around his shoulders and basically said, "What's up, buddy? What do you do, Purple?"
Jonah, stop it.
I'm very disappointed in you. So John kind of he flinches a little bit because he wasn't prepared for that, and I turn and I look and I'm like, I thought you were with the other guys checking out the door down below.
Both of you give me, while this is going on, while you're talking to this Jonah, give me a wits, a wits plus alertness check. Difficulty 7.
Oof. 3.
We'll re-roll that 10. It explodes. Always remember. Nice.
There we go. One away.
All right. In your confusion with seeing Jonah, you see 2 more Jonahs crawling over the edge of the deck onto the ship.
Well then.
I begin just yelling at the top of my lungs, hoping that I can be heard. Red alert! Red alert!
All right, so the Jonah holding you by the shoulder. We're going to go into initiative here in just a second with you two and the
I
Jonahs.
pull out my sword. I said, "Stop it."
All right, so everybody, give me your initiative. So roll your roll a die and add your wits plus dexterity to it. I'm rolling for the Jonahs.
Oh, that's all right.
We're being attacked by
11.
the Jonas Brothers.
God, the Jonas Brothers. Watermelon sugar.
No, just one die. And
one die.
Just one die and add your.
It's been a while since we played.
Wits
All right,
plus
we
what?
got this.
So you add your
one
wits
die.
plus
8.
dexterity to it.
Wits
15.
plus Dex. 11.
I also got 11.
All right. Well, I got a 16. So who got the lowest? Sakura rolling the 2s as usual.
But
Net
how's her
twos.
wits and dexterity?
7.
Yes, 7. Okay, so Sakura, you declare last. So you declare first in reverse order. So it's the Jonahs are going on a 16. So 16 is Jonahs. Who's got a 15?
Me.
Evelyn, you're downstairs. Okay. 14. 13. 12. 11.
Us.
Okay, so the purple and Harris. 10 and 7 is the Sakura. Is Gaius, which is exactly what you had in the last combat too. Okay, so we declare reverse order, so the people who get to go first can get to know what everyone else is doing. Sakura, you're slowest, so you tell me what you're doing first.
I'm consistent or nothing else.
Oh man. Curse of the 2s.
I am going to grab the one on purple and just throw him away.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what's up, so not using lethal force yet.
All right, so you're attempting to grab him so you can toss him next turn. Got you. Next, that is purple. What are you doing, purple?
I have to stay attached to this boat, otherwise it starts drifting wildly. So I'm going to. Am I able to let go with one hand and interact with one hand, or am I double chained to this if I have to control it?
You can let go, but the chains will break. You can let go, but no one will be steering the ship.
I can't like one hand and one hand.
Oh, you can't control the wheel one-handed.
Okay. I have to continue holding on to the boat.
Okay, you're gonna continue holding on to the boat. All right, so Harris, you don't know anything's happening yet. What are you doing?
Opening the door, I presume.
Okay, Evelyn, are you opening the door as well?
I suppose I'm watching Saris open the door. You know, Evelyn's not much for doing, but she's all about observing. And if we can't hear the cries from help coming up from the deck, then we're there. We're just hanging out down here doing our thing, not even knowing what's happening.
All right, so the four Jonai. Jonai 1 is the Jonas who is downstairs with you. We'll be waiting patiently for you to open the door.
I
Does not
expect
do
the
anything.
cries to be very high-pitched.
Jonas 2 is the Jonas with his arm around Purple. Slides a knife out of his sleeve and attempts to shank you in the side.
Can
Purple.
I like dodge with my waist and legs to
You
move?
will be
Can I
able
do
to
that?
make. You will be able to make a dodge check when it's your turn.
Okay, let's make sure.
The other two Jonases are going to charge Gaius and attempt to jump on him to hold him down. Okay, so first Jonas does nothing. He's waiting for the door to open.
All four of them, Brooke.
Yep.
It's Frankie too. It's Frankie.
Are any of them wearing promise rings?
Bunch of slick Jonas. So the Jonas stabs you attempts to stab you. You're going to make a dexterity plus dexterity plus dodge check.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to make my roll. Reroll that. It's difficulty 6. Reroll that 10.
Okay.
So you got
Four
4
successes.
successes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I did better than
Oh
that.
my god.
I got 5 successes. So you're going to take 3 lethal as he jams the knife deep into your corpus. So 3 lethal corpus levels.
Holy shit. Okay.
How many more corpus levels do you have?
7.
Okay. The other 2 Jonai on the deck come running and they jump on Gaius. And they don't talk, but you notice their faces aren't exact copies anymore of Jonas. They're starting to have grins, large grins that are splitting their face. They no longer they look close enough to Jonas where from a distance you can tell the difference. Up close you can tell the difference. From a distance you wouldn't be able to. Hold on 1 second. Yes, please? Yep, 1 second.
So quick, guys, while Zed's
Saving
gone.
you was a mistake.
While Zed's
right.
gone, I am going to use whispers as the shadow and whisper to you, you should leave that door. That is what I'm doing. I'm going to use whispers whenever we get back into this.
But you don't have whispers. I have whispers as your shadow.
I have whispers as the hall shadow.
Oh,
Interesting.
interesting. Okay.
Oh, so that. See, I was wondering how you would use that.
5 bonus XP while he's gone. Quick, guys, record it. It's official.
Chaos.
I don't think we've spent any XP on our character yet.
Actually,
husband,
well,
have
hold
we?
up. I was looking at my own. You're right. All I've got is bad luck, shadow call, and dark allies. That's not going to help at all. Oh man.
Darn.
No, you have.
I have whispers from you coming to me.
Gaius just
I don't
wins
have
the
whispers
fight.
from me going to the
Combat
doctors. This wins the fight.
So-
Combat over.
So I'm curious how that works because that means that me and another shadow can talk to each other without our respective psyche's knowledge. So I'm wondering how the hell that happened.
What was that?
Well, it's not even to another shadow. It can be to anything. You can make yourself audible to listeners.
So like the usage
Nothing.
of the Thorns' dark ally, yeah, the usage
Not talking
of
about
the
anything.
Thorns'
Shh.
dark allies and whispers. How do those work? Because whispers says that I can conspire with another shadow without our psyches knowing, and then dark allies says that a shadow with dark allies can call upon specters to help it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious about how those are used.
Do you want to call more shadows to help? Because you can.
I mean, I am his shadow. More shadows.
Would you like to call more specters to help? Because clearly you're being attacked by specters.
Baddies.
Baddies.
Yes. Okay. I will spend a point of Nerdwire's angst and use dark allies.
Okay. So, a cry goes out over the spectral hive mind.
Oh, wow.
And two more Jonai kind of crest over the over the deck.
I'm still screaming red alert.
Now the two Jonai who were running at Sakura run at Gaius at full speed, and as they do, one of them turns from a two-armed creature. Two more arms sprout from underneath them.
It's Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man's, yes.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. And it jumps on you. Now you're going to make a dexterity plus dodge check, Sakura, versus their rolls. You're going to split your dice pool, though, between two, because there's two of them trying to get you. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. First one has 6 dice to grapple you. The other one will have 8 dice because of his 2 extra arms.
Why do I have 0 dodge? I need to fix that.
Well, the first one totally missed you and didn't get you, and he bots.
Oh, there is no dodge in the official sheet.
Oh, what do I say?
It's athletics.
It's athletics. I apologize. It's dodge plus athletics. My bad.
Not dodge.
For some reason, some of
Dexterity
these
plus
sheets
athletics.
populated with dodge and shouldn't
Okay.
have.
Dexterity plus athletics. All right, you have 3
Nice.
successes, and this is on the second one with 8. You has 8 dice.
Roll that 10.
Yep. All right, so you are, as one of them leaps, he grabs his arms around you and holds on to you. You are currently grappled. If you'd like to change your action, you'll have to you'll have to spend a willpower point to switch your action to break out of the grapple. All right, Purple. What do you do?
Shoot. What I'm going to do is I am going to whip the wheel super hard left to try to knock them off of the boat. Like I'm going to try to tilt this boat. We're Tokyo drifting this boat. That's what I want to do.
All right, so I want you to give me a strength plus drive check. Difficulty 9. That means you don't need 9 of them. You're just looking for
Right.
9s.
I have 9 dice to roll for it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Can I spend a willpower to re-roll any of this?
Oh no.
That's not how willpower works in this one.
Yeah, willpower is automatic successes. And it's too late.
Yeah.
Ah, darn.
Hold on. I'm gonna use
Do
bad
not
luck.
shadow call anymore.
No,
Oh, bad
I'm
luck.
gonna use bad luck on him. Hold on, let me make sure how many points it is. 3 points. I'm gonna spend
Re-roll
3
the
points
10.
of angst.
Yep.
He has to re-roll that.
Oh,
He has
okay,
bad
thank
luck.
God. Thank God. What?
That's worse. That's worse.
Oh my god.
No, it's exactly the same. It's
no.
exactly the same. You fail. I didn't see that 9 on the bottom. I apologize. I almost thought you
How
had a
did that
bot.
happen?
I tried.
That's actually technically the same result, but it's worse in
It
some ways.
is.
So you
You could have gotten another
whip.
result from that 10.
You whip the wheel. Well, at least you think you do, you weakling. And it only turns a little bit.
I'm real strong.
I
These
know.
dice hate me.
The dice hate you as you whip the wheel. You manage to turn the ship, but the Slick Jonahs, or whatever they are, do not fall off.
Oh my
Because
god.
one of them is thoroughly grappling the other one. Maybe it's the knife in your side. Maybe it's the sudden surprise.
I didn't know if he removed it out of my body as he.
Oh,
as
yeah,
he
no.
stabbed.
He just stabbed you. He's not stabbing you over and over again. Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh no.
That's yours to keep.
Oh no.
All right.
Do we notice the steering
Yes,
of the boat?
you do notice that the boat has been steered in an off direction.
Okay.
That was the ultimate goal, was to get people down below to notice that I have turned the boat.
Okay, they notice that you've turned the boat.
Okay.
As I feel the boat shift, I'll look at the door, look at Mr. Harris, and go, some other time, perhaps. Start making my way up the stairs.
Seems we've made a change of course. We have more pressing matters. Mr. Jonas, after you. Back up the stairs. Another
All right,
time.
absolutely. He goes running up the stairs.
As you guys are going up the stairs, you can hear a faint getting louder as you're getting up there.
All right, so we're back to the top of the initiative order. We were declaring reversed order. Oh, Sakura, you have to go. You have to attempt to break. You have to spend a willpower to change your action because you can't do what you were going to do.
I'll break.
You'll break. All right, so you spend a willpower. You're going to make a strength plus brawl check versus his strength plus brawl. It was only one success.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Ooh.
We'll re-roll those 10s.
2.
Very nice.
Nice. So 3 successes.
Yeah.
All right, so you managed to break free from the grapple. All right, the Jonai go. Jonai number 1 begins stabbing you again. Yes, John Purple. He's just shanking you over and over again, pulling the precious corpus out of your body. What are you going to do? Are you attempting to soak this?
No, I am going to try to do the salsa to get away from the knife that is getting just jammed near my rib cage.
So you're just dodging?
I'm gonna try to continue to attempt to dodge. Yeah.
All right, so that's your whole action.
Okay.
Dexterity plus athletics. Oh, that's terrible.
God.
Oh my God, you botched.
Yep. So long.
Oh no.
What's the difficulty here?
6.
Okay.
So 2. So he does another 3 lethal to you. Roll your stamina. We forgot your soak roll last time. Roll your stamina and see if you soak the damage. 6. Difficulty 6.
1.
1. So you soak one of those. So you only take 2.
Okay. Okay.
The other
There we
Jonai that got broken off from by that the grapple was broken, drops a little knife out of his pocket and attempts to stab Sakura. Sakura, you can dodge or you can just take it. What do you want to do? I forgot to declare in reverse order, but I
I
don't
shall
care.
avoid it.
You shall avoid it? Okay, so that's your action, is to dodge.
You
So
can
gotta
counter
take
it.
What's that?
Can't she counter it?
She
With
can't
her own
counter it.
attack?
You get one action.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, then I'll take it.
Okay, so he swings at you. Not with the hunger die.
It's a vampire.
Speaking of which, is that
Where is
trusty
he?
old
Where
bastard
is
gonna
he?
help out?
One success. So you take 1 lethal, roll your stamina, see if you soak it. Absolutely not. You do not. You soak it completely. As he stabs you, your armor takes it, blunting the blade away. The other one looks at John and wants to take the ship and stabs him. Drops the knife out. There's 2-on-1 on Purple right now. As he goes to stab you in the back.
I think you're going to need to let go of the wheel. out of character.
I used my action though. I can't do anything. I have to stand there. Oh, for frick.
Oh, for frick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 damage. Okay, roll your stamina. You don't soak any. Take 2 more lethal.
Yeah.
What are you down to?
I am down to 3.
All right. We're back to okay. So, Evelyn.
Oh no.
So I come bursting through the door back up onto the deck, and what am I looking at?
What you are looking at is you see 2 Slick Jonas, almost exact copies, stabbing John Purple on the wheel. You see another one, the other 2 engaged with Gaius, kind of at the helm. You see Maiden Rue and Asher. Well, you don't recognize. Well, the Guardian. We're wondering why he's on the boat. Probably are kind of back at the back of the boat, just sort of watching, just kind of like you see the Guardian kind of standing in front of Maiden Rue.
Okay. Well, I'd say pretty much without hesitation, I'm gonna grab the gun, and I'm gonna aim a shot at one of the guys that's stabbing John.
Oh,
we might want to take out. We might want to take out Jonas Prime. That might be the.
I mean, Jonas Prime
what
hasn't
about the
caused
Guardian
any
who's
harm
blocking
yet,
Maiden Rue?
Seems like he's protecting her. That sounds like protecting her to me.
That's Asher. That's the Guardian.
Oh, okay.
Your Jonas is like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh. So he's feigning surprise is what I'm hearing.
He's doing something. All right, so you're using the Harrower. You spend a Pathos. You must roll a Willpower, difficulty 7.
Okay, so what do I roll for that?
Willpower.
That's just enough dice equal to my willpower?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You are fine. So make your dexterity plus firearms roll.
I also have a specialty in steady. Would that apply to this?
Yes.
For dexterity?
Yes.
All right, and I also have a specialty in pistols.
Only one specialty per.
Okay,
per dice pool.
Fine. So that's 6. Yep. Okay.
Oh my God, the amount of die.
Yes, but
Dr. Evelyn Hyde is an expert shot.
Yes, it is. Reroll that 10.
All right.
All right, so you got 3 successes. They cannot dodge because they've already gone. So the gun carries a legacy and a wraith who kills a fellow restless, not a specter. Okay. So you fire at the specter and must win a resisted willpower against the previous wielder. +1 difficult actions, 2 additional turns. These lethal damage instead of bashing against specters. All right, so you do roll 3 dice +1, so 4 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Cannot soak lethal, so you do 4 lethal damage to the specter as its form just sort of fizzles for a second, and it becomes incorporeal. That's one of the Jonas stabbing John Purple. Purple, what do you do?
Oh man, here's the thing.
You dodged, right?
Yeah. I dodged. I can't do anything else right now.
You can't do anything else, no.
Yeah. I can't. I'm not just to let Keywork know, I'm not going to let go of the boat because the moment I do, if someone else lays their hands on the wheel, they now are the owner of that boat. So I can't, if I let go, it's a problem.
Yeah, but then they're in one spot and you can stab them.
I mean, that's fine, I guess. You're not wrong.
As evidenced
John's
by the
not
current
thinking like
situation.
that. John's not thinking like that. He's like, I got to hold on. And he's a greedy, too. He's greedy.
Usury, Pathos Conduit, or Plasma Exchange to replace his corpus, is that on touch?
That's on touch.
Okay.
You can do it though if you want.
All right. I see that he's kind of in a bad way, and so I push past the Slick Jonas that's in front of me on the stairs, and I make my way over to him. And yeah, I use Plasma Exchange to heal some of his corpus levels.
Okay, so the player spends 1 pathos to initiate the conversion, then rolls charisma plus usury, difficulty 6. The Wraith may convert up to 1 corpus per success into pathos. So that means you're turning your corpus into pathos. You don't want to do that.
May expend corpus to heal lost corpus. Expend pathos to heal lost corpus levels.
Are you talking pathos? You have pathos conduit, correct?
I do. Yeah, to heal lost corpus levels. Any Wraith who knows this art may do the opposite. So that's to convert corpus.
Oh, okay, go for it then.
So, yeah. It's such weird description. Sublimating his own corpus into pathos. So am I turning it into pathos to give to him as corpus? Is that?
No, you need corpus conduit to do what you want. Is that what you're using?
Corpus conduit then, yes, okay. Between himself and another Wraith, either voluntarily or not. Transfer is always clearly visible. Okay, so I roll charisma plus usury. Yes.
Difficulty the current corpus or health levels. What are your health levels?
My health levels are 3.
So difficulty 3.
Charisma plus usury. Let me see. 7.
It'd be better than any of my rolls for the last 5 rolls.
2. So you can spend 2 pathos and heal 2 of his corpus.
All right, I will do that.
Thank you.
All right. As you see this visual exchange of light between the two as his healing power, you see the essence, the pathos leaving Sarah Harris's body and healing the corpus of John Purple. The wounds stitching back together. Sakura. You have broken the grapple.
Start swinging that dude around like a baseball bat.
They are using daggers. They are trying to hurt you. They're trying to kill you.
You got a blade, baby.
You're going to stone fist punch the one still on him? Alrighty then.
Let's go.
So that's a spook power. I just got to get the stone fist punch real quick. Stone fist punch.
Spin pathos, I think is what it was, to increase the damage.
Exactly, yep. Stone hand punch. This player spends 1 pathos and makes a normal brawl attack. If it hits, he may spend 1 additional pathos to add the Wraith's outrage to the damage dice pool. Against Underworld target, this attack has a maximum range equal to the Wraith's willpower in yards. Let's do it. So make a strength plus spend your pathos, then hit, then spend more pathos to pump your damage up. Oh no, we've lost Sakura.
Oh no.
I think she's messing with stuff on her character. B2 model.
Hang on.
Yep.
As the corpus itself is a reflection of the psyche's emotional drive, a Wraith may spend 1 point of pathos to immediately regain 2 corpus levels of bashing damage.
Yes.
Or one corpus level of lethal damage.
Yep. So you can heal yourself too.
Okay. Sorry. Tech difficulties.
No problem.
Brawl roll.
Strength plus brawl.
And then if it hits, she can spend more pathos
Yep.
to do more damage.
Yep.
If it hits.
It hits.
Yep.
It hits good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes. All right, so roll. How much pathos do you want to pump into it?
Let's spend 2.
All right, so roll 6 dice. 7 dice. I'm total 7 dice. I'm sorry, because you're punching. Difficulty 6.
One. No. None. Botch?
None. Oh.
Ooh.
So you just pulled a John Purple as you swing. You swing, and you hit one of the Jonas square in the chest, and he flies across the deck, and he lands on his feet, unharmed.
But he's across the deck.
He's across the
Not
deck.
right next to me, thank goodness.
That's
a win for me.
Fantastic. As we go into the third turn, 2 of the Slick Jonas crawl off the deck and dive into the Tempest. While the original that you're there is no longer standing up with you people. In the confusion, he's disappeared. Or at least you think he has. There's still 2 other Jonas on the deck. 3 other Jonas on the deck. One of them attempts to stab John Purple. Actually, no, he tries to stab Harris for healing John Purple. Are you going to dodge or are you going to take the stab?
What's your stamina?
3.
If you success roll, you could soak it and not take any. Likely.
I mean, the only offensive thing I could probably do to him, because I don't even have Brawl, and I don't have a firearm to use, might be to convert his corpus into pathos.
I like that.
Isn't that like an angst? Don't you get angst for that?
Would I? I don't know. So, given the whole conceptual idea of oblivion and all that, is there psychological moves that can be made against specters? Like, is there a rationalization that causes them to, I don't know, disincorporate? Something like that?
No.
You get what I'm saying, right?
I get what you're saying, yep.
You fulfilled
They are
your-
beyond logic.
Yeah, true. They're just raw emotion and all right. All for the question of whether I want to dodge or not. No, I'll soak it. What's the worst that
Okay.
can happen? I die.
All right, so he stabs you. Ooh.
Yes, he definitely does.
He has this. It's 6 or higher though, and he only does 3, and you've got to roll to defend it, right?
He gets 4 dice too, because he gets +1 for the knife for the +1 bonus damage. Reroll the 10s.
I was gonna say, oh,
4.
Hold on, that 1 doesn't take it away.
1 doesn't take away 10; it takes away the 8.
Oh, okay, okay.
oh, yeah.
So then it'd still be 3, wouldn't it?
Still be 4. Because I rolled a 6 and a 9, and when I re-rolled the 10s.
All right, so
Okay.
the 1 takes away the 10, right? I don't reroll
Yeah, in
that.
that case, yes. All right, so you
All
take 4 lethal.
All right.
Oh no!
Ugh, as he jabs it deep into your gut, you feel your corpus ripping apart. You don't bleed, which is a bonus, but boy, it still hurts.
Hey.
Okay, Evelyn. One that you shot has not reappeared yet. So there's technically only 2 Jonai on the deck.
Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Firing at the one that's stabbing Q or stabbing I almost called you Kenrick.
Maybe in another life.
Saris.
1 second. I gotta let my dog in.
Yep.
Why does that name mean something
Whoever
to me?
you
I don't know
are.
nobody named Kenrick.
Rosewood never heard of her.
All right, so you're firing. You're spending 1 pathos, I take it, to activate your weapon. Roll your dexterity plus firearms.
Dexterity plus firearms. 4, 5, 10. Yep.
Well, re-roll your 10. That stinks. Okay, that leaves you with 1 success. Okay, sweet. He doesn't dodge, so let's see if you do your damage. So roll your successes plus 1. So 2.
So 2.
Yep. Do you
Nice,
2? Oh, let's see if you can soak it.
Wait, hold on. No. I wanna spend an angst to do bad luck.
Okay.
How much is that? That was 3, right? 3
Yep.
angst.
3 angst.
Reroll that whole first roll, not the 2. That whole first roll.
Okay.
I like how we're so well intentioned as players that we're not using our shadows to undermine each other.
Okay,
There you go.
That's
Marginally
better.
Reroll that
Reroll
10.
a 10.
Yep, you roll a 10.
There you go. 3 successes.
3 successes. All right, so now 3 plus 1, so roll 4 dice.
double the dice pool, baby.
Yeah.
All for 1 more damage.
No damage. Oh, I thought there was a 1. I thought there was a 1.
Yeah.
You do
No,
1
it's
damage. Can he soak
1
it?
damage.
Oh, okay.
Can he soak it?
Fail. Dang it.
No, he soaks it. All right, he does. As you hit it, he just sort of backs up. He looks at you, and he grins, and he holds a knife. Gaius, you're up.
Throw him off the boat, big guy. Stick that shiny sword into him.
Mm-hmm. Make him a shish kebab.
John is clear at the moment. Right.
I'm not being focused.
There's one right on John, next to John. He's not being focused though. He's stabbing Saris Harris.
Yep.
He just got pushed back by the shot.
Yep.
Yeah. Blasted across the ship's deck.
I'm going to take my sword and stab him through the back.
Go for it. Strength plus brawl. Strength plus melee, I'm sorry.
A bitch kebab.
I should just use the sword every time.
Ghost hand.
Nice. Nice.
Let's go.
Damn.
Let's go.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 1, roll 7 dice for damage.
Gaius and Gladius, the heroes of the story.
And as you swing your sword with great force, it
Nothing.
chips off the body. It bounces off the body, doing no damage. That one just ate it. Unfortunately, you did no damage. Back to the top. We're at the top of round 3. The Jonai look to see that their numbers are starting to dwindle, and they jump off the ship. And back into the Tempest.
Can I do something now?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to use Weather Eye and get away from this.
We're going to use Weather Eye to get away?
Yep.
Okay, use it.
All right, let me relook that back up. I had it pulled up and give me one second. I went to the wrong page.
I got it. Whether I.
151.
Yep. Wraith is constantly attuned to the tempest, locations, and fluctuations. In addition to providing awareness of nearby events, this allows swift travel between two locations via momentary shortcuts through the storm. All right, so perception plus Argos roll.
This is difficulty 6, right?
Re-roll
is what
that 10. All
Difficulty
right.
6. I didn't get any successes at all.
You get a normal success. Normal for the mode of travel. You don't go any faster than you would, but you do pick up wind, and you do see the specters bobbing in the roiling in the tempest.
Okay.
What you don't see is you only see you don't see the other Slick Jonah, the one who
Slick
came
Jonah Prime
that you saved from the barrel.
Yell out, no more hitchhikers.
Yeah, no kidding, Captain. Now, speaking of which, I don't see the exact one that we pulled out of the water. So where's that rat?
Check down below.
Can you put this thing on autopilot or something? I think maybe we should not split the
cannot.
group, so to speak. No? Can't lash
I can't
it?
let go.
Nope.
Not in this.
Doctor's Hall, would you mind staying up here with that fancy little pew-pew you got? Gaius, big guy. Let's go looking for this guy.
Thank you for your help, by the way, Mr. Harris. I don't know why I went full on your accent. I'm sorry. I can't stop.
It's okay. Sometimes it's contagious. I've seen it
Sounds
happen
like
a
a
million
fine
times.
idea.
Not a problem. I do what I can for others, because what do we have but each other right now, right? Friends you make along all the way.
Chips Fedora.
A boat.
It's a trilby.
Flicks a tear.
All right. So yeah, Gaius and I are gonna go look for this dude.
All right, so you
Not
head
that
down.
I'm very useful if he's gonna fight me, but
As you head down below, you find him. He's just at the bottom of the stairs, kind of just hiding away. He looks up. Is it over yet?
yeah, your ride.
My
Short-lived.
ride? What are you talking about? I didn't do this. Was it me?
Up top. Not to boss you around, big guy, but you want to encourage this gentleman to make it up topside?
I had nothing to do with anything that just went on. Honest.
Oh, so what just went on? You saw what I saw up there.
Yeah, it looks like doppelgangers to me. You know what type of specter?
We pulled you out of the ocean and they just crawled right out after you. So
Yeah, I know it's a really weird coincidence, but you gotta believe me.
Is there some sort of insight roll I can do?
Yes, you can make a. Let me take a look. Not
Perception.
Perception plus. Let me find out.
I feel like it'd be perception and wits, wouldn't it? That's what makes sense to me, but
Give me a perception plus.
manipulation?
No, 'cause you don't usually do two attributes together.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Awareness. Give me a
Investigation.
perception. Give me an awareness. Perception plus awareness.
if he doesn't get anything, I'm going to use my Kismet from Fatalism.
You can't tell if he's actually. You botched that.
Zilch.
You really can't tell. You're not sure one way or the other. You're just confused. You thinking about using Kismet?
I'm going to use Kismet. Roll Perception plus Fatalism. And if I get one success, I see the manner of his death. 3 successes, more details of it, but at least one success shows me his place in Fate's grand design. Because I'm inclined to help. I mean, we helped him to begin with, but you know, I want to make sure.
All right, so you got 3 successes. The
So I know
manner
the
of his
details of his death.
yes, you get the details of his death. He was stabbed to death in a back alleyway. He was murdered. He belongs to the Iron Legion, or would belong to the Iron Legion if it was still really a thing. What else do you want to know?
I want to know his importance in the overall scheme of things. This is his place in Fate's grand design is what Kismet allows me to see from him.
He's integral to the success of whatever endeavor you're going under.
Okay. Let me see. What is it? I got 3 successes. Oh, the proximate cause is obvious. Okay. So and that's all it is that he's integral. It's just it really is. It's a general sense. General importance. He is integral. Okay.
He's important to your current endeavors, whatever your current endeavors may be, because you're not really sure yourself. He's kind of integral to it.
Mr. Slick?
I don't really know.
Slick Jonas. Yeah, Gaius, I don't know how, but I saw him. I saw him die. He got stabbed in the back. So I don't know if he'd be doing that again. I don't know if he's related, but according to something, he is important to what we're trying to do. So as much as I want to, I don't know if we can throw him overboard. Mr. Slick Jonas.
Yes.
Well, you don't instill much trust with an interlude like that, but you swear you had nothing to do with what went on up there?
Cross my empty chest. I had nothing to do with it.
Well, I got a hole in my gut that says I might want to cross your chest with one of those blades. Let's see what the captain has to say, because ultimately we're a team, but this is his boat. Let's go talk to the captain.
Alrighty
After
then.
you.
As they're making their way up to where we are, I had talked to Evelyn Hall, and I said, "Miss Hall, I don't know what the deal is with the creepy vampire guy that's up there, and why he didn't interact or try to help, and why he was blocking Maidenrue from coming down here. But I don't have a good feeling about that guy."
So of all the characters, while Gaius and Saris were inside the lighthouse, I actually hung out and talked with this guy while everyone else was terrified of him. I was like, "Oh, you're interesting. Let's chat." Can I do an insight roll or something to see if I got a perception of him? How do I feel about him?
Make a wits plus awareness check. I'm not going to tell you how you feel, but I'll tell you what you see.
Thank you. That's, yeah.
3 successes. During the combat, he wasn't blocking Maidenrue from doing something. He was blocking Maidenrue from attack.
That's what it felt like to me when you first described it. So yeah, I'll just kind of look at John and see. I understand it's natural to fear the strange and unusual, Mr. Purple, but I believe he means no ill will. I haven't spent enough time around him to gauge what manner of man he is, or man he is, but for now, I see no reason to distrust him. He seems to only be protecting Miss Rue.
John kind of just shakes his head. casts his eyes downward and just kind of focuses his attention on steering this boat through the tempest. He's not going to disagree. He's not going to raise his voice. He's not going to be like, this is my boat, get him off. He's just going to like suck down any of those feelings that he's got, because he does, you know, for better or worse, even though these people around him are complete strangers still, yet in a lot of ways, like he still trusts a lot of their judgment. I noticed Saris and Gaius and good old slick Jonah walking out of the base, out of the hull of the ship. And I yell across the deck, "There's the traitor." Not you, Mr. Harris. Don't, I mean, no, the other guy.
I'm afraid that might be an unfortunate coincidence for what we just saw. According to this gentleman, he had no part in that, and according to something akin to the intentions of fate and all that, this here slick Jonas is important to our endeavor. Don't ask me how I know, but perhaps we should involve Madame Rue in this discussion, and perhaps we should shake him down for any blades or other artifacts that he might have on his person. If he is going to continue this voyage with us.
John just kind of looks up at the sky, or what you know, what compares for a sky where we're currently at, and he's just like, "Oh my god, I got stabbed by multiple of this guy." Okay.
Disarm him. Yes, rob him. I do not think we should treat him as such.
No, it's not robbing. I mean, but he's got to pay for his passage, right? Nobody rides for free. We picked him up out of the soup. He should,
how much did you pay?
Offer a consideration. I paid enough. I paid blood. I paid in this hole in my gut, you son of a bit. No.
Shake him down. Let's make sure there's no more daggers. I reach for my side, just kind of feeling where the hole once was that has been patched up by Mr. Harris. I just don't want to get stabbed again.
All right, who's gonna search him down? Who's gonna pat him down?
I nominate Gaius. He's big, strong, and strapping.
Jonah, if you would.
He puts his arms up. I got nothing to hide.
We just keep bossing Gaius around.
And if you pat him down, he has no daggers. He's got nothing on him. Nothing on him. He's completely, except the corpus clothes on his back. He has nothing. No relics, nothing.
Check the boots.
Nope. You can't even take the boots off. They're technically part of him. They're part of his corpus.
Is that the way all clothes are?
Yeah, technically.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Perhaps Asher can keep a firm grip on him. Again, I wish I could say how, but he's important. Maybe I wish it wasn't so. Maybe I wish I hadn't checked.
Thank you, Jonah.
No problem. Just don't feed me to any whales.
All right. How do we resolve?
I would again look to Mr. Purple and
I cannot say I intend to.
just remind him that although the specters that attacked us may have taken the form of Jonah, that does not necessarily mean that they were brought on by him. The Tempest can be very tricky in that way.
The doctor is right. We did, in fact, have multiple Gaiuses aboard the ship.
I didn't trust him. I didn't trust Slick Jonah before I had multiple Jonas attacking me.
Oh, you want to know where the specters came from? I can tell you where the specters came from. He points at Purple. It came from him.
All right, Slick. You're on my boat. You better watch your tongue.
Nah,
I say with some bravado.
Nah, there was something came out of him. Maybe it was his shadow. Maybe you don't know. But something summoned him.
Please
Shadow.
explain what leads you to believe this.
Oh, I can hear. I hear real good. I can hear the language of the specters.
Interesting.
You talk real good too.
Shadows do that.
Oh, you don't know. They're hive mind. They all connected. Yes.
I wish I had enough angst to talk to his shadow. Or I wish Barrowman had enough angst for me to talk to his shadow. Here, listen to some My Chemical Romance.
How much is it? I have 2. How much is it?
6. It's 6 angst.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
So if anybody has whispers,
Hey, no biting.
Either way, besides being out of the main ocean, what do you want to? Why do you want to be on this ship? Why are you back? Why are you here? Why have our paths crossed again?
I don't know why our paths crossed again. Maybe Lady Fate had something to do with it for all I know.
Okay. So what do you want?
Me? I want what I always wanted. I want the ship.
You're not getting the ship. You can kiss my lily white butt.
I'll wait. I'm patient.
If you haven't looked around, having the ship's not necessarily the best thing either.
I don't think you're using it for the right purposes.
respectfully
Enlighten
speaking,
me.
Mr. Slick, how long you been on this proverbial side of the mortal coil?
Oh, let's see. Sometime in the 70s.
1970s?
Yeah, those the
1770s?
1970s.
Oh, that's after my time. As a matter of fact, how does that work? I just showed up here and I died in 1924. You're my lord.
Shadowlands are
As my
weird.
mom would say.
Time is irrelevant inside the Tempest.
Indubitably.
As Sarah
I
said,
concur.
he's here because he's important to us. I think that his listening skills will be vital.
Well, he better listen really good.
I think my peeping skills are going to be really good too because I see land coming up.
I whip my head around and I look to see the land that's coming up as well, and
That would
I
be our
start
destination.
slowing the ship down as best as I can. I'm like, all right, let's stop the sails. Let's pull back on the mast here.
Because you realize one thing you never did is you never course corrected after turning the ship.
In the confusion of the fight, yeah.
And then you used Argus to go faster.
It's a new land. It's a new land.
Gaius.
Be prepared for anything.
Does it look like does it look civilized or does it look wild?
What you see is not land, so to speak. You see a large floating mass above the Tempest, above the surface of the Tempest. And you see large, massive chains reaching out and kind of lashing it down, keeping it from floating it away. It's a massive
Do they happen to be
landmass.
red?
They are not red, no.
Okay.
They're dark, Stygian steel.
I pull out my map. Do we see anything illustrated on it?
No.
No. We're not close
The
enough
fog
for
of
it
war
to...
has not cleared out.
No.
Yeah.
Do I recognize it?
No, you do not recognize it. This is not something that you've seen before. But on top of the on this mass is a tower, gleaming, bright, shining. You've heard of these before, though. Shining islands, paradises, afterlives, various afterlives. But the hierarchy is always called them a sham. They're not real.
Mr.
Perhaps you
Asher.
found one.
It appears there's some truth to the rumors.
Either way, I don't know how
This
we're
is
getting up
not
there,
where
guys.
we wanted to go. but it might be worth looking into.
We can get ourselves anchored.
Mr. Asher, you spoke of these shining islands. Is this one of them?
Asher steps forward. What's your kind called the Shining Islands? The living call the afterlife. Paradise. Rumored. I've searched for them. I've never found them. I found islands claiming to be them, but I've never found true paradise. I found places of enslavement, torture, where some surpass others. It is a paradise for some, hell for others.
These are all just things you've heard tell of. You've never left your lighthouse island.
You're correct.
As
For
always,
clarity,
Mr.
if I
Purple.
let go of this wheel, and if Slick Jonah decides to put his hands on it while I've let go, what's going to happen?
Well, yeah, you can find out. I'm not going to tell you.
I think perhaps we all need a rest before we risk investigating.
I can fly up. I can take a look. Mr. Harris, would you mind
Purple.
putting your hand on this wheel for me? Keeping it warm till I'm back.
Sure enough, I'll hold the wheel. Keep it running, so to speak.
Okay. So I'm going to let go. And the shackles will break away, fade away.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, I grab on.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Vroom, vroom.
Good news. Good news. So I apparently have to be not in existence in oblivion or passed on. Okay. Okay. The more you know. The more you know. In that event, I'm going to go ahead and use the wrong character sheet.
Is there like some sort of fetish that ties him to the boat? Like, is there some artifact or something he has?
The boat.
The boat is the
artifact.
artifact.
The boat is the artifact.
So he possesses it. He would have to relinquish it.
I would have to relinquish it, yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if it worked that way exactly because the way I obtained it was not necessarily the most ceremonious, I'll say.
Dean, you did ask me to hold it for you.
Yeah.
So
that's
it is
true.
still your
That's
boat.
true.
The wording you use. So I guess you should be very careful with the wording that you use.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend a pathos.
Okay.
To use phantom wings.
Phantom wings, nice.
And I want to fly up to investigate. One pathos, roll wits plus Argos. Difficulty 6. Each success grants one turn of flight at any speed between a stationary hover and the character's normal jogging speed. Tricky maneuvers or tight quarters might require dexterity. Plus athletics, roll at the storyteller's discretion.
No need to roll that.
No need to roll it?
Nope. You
Okay.
can fly up. You're pretty much uncontested.
Okay. And I'm going to fly up to the island, and I want to maintain being kind of stealthy. I don't want to necessarily like make a spectacle of myself and get shot at in the air and drop down into the tempest. But I want to see what I can see. Is it populated? Are there buildings? What's it look like up there?
As you fly up, you notice there is a city on the island.
Big city?
A big city. A gold
Holy
city.
crap. People?
You don't see anybody at first.
Okay.
Until
At first?
from your distance, you don't see anybody. From where you are, city appears empty.
Is there like an obvious, easy way for the rest of my group to get up there?
There is. There is a dock that you can dock with an elevator.
Interesting. Do I have to lower the elevator?
You don't know. You just see it. Maybe if you don't see anybody there, but you're not sure.
What I mean is, if I wanted to bring them up, I would need would I need to lower the elevator for them to dock to it?
Lowered. It's already lowered.
Oh, it's already lowered.
It's already lowered.
Okay. Can I get closer to the elevator?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'd like to get closer and check for any kind of person, any kind of civilization, like people. Any danger.
Walking back and forth along the dock, you see a man dressed in the remainder of hierarchy robes, but they've been charred. They've been damaged. His mouth has been replaced with a lock, and he holds in his hand a ledger.
Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna go back down.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back down to the ship instead of approaching. I'm gonna inform the rest of the party of what I saw, which was exactly the man with the lock mouth and the ledger that he has, the hierarchy robes. John is still kind of really, really new in the afterlife, and doesn't really know what all that means for us in terms of any kind of danger. Gaius seems to know more, and
not getting many answers from him.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason for us to go talk. Secret safe with him. That's what he keep. But he was the only person I saw.
Yeah, do I have any
guarding the elevator?
Getting insight on what that means?
Go ahead.
Anything I've learned in my studies?
Your studies in the underworld? No. This is deep.
This is folklore at this point.
This is deep. This is for you've all heard of Shining Islands. It's always been something that has been talked about. Wraiths leave for the Shining Islands and never come back. You seem to have found one.
It's mythic. I mean, there's no... This seems like one step closer to get the Guardian off this boat and into the Skinlands.
Really want that vampire gone.
Well, he did say a necropolis is close to the Skinlands. We don't know if a Shining Island is. Although, I mean, the living believe that they go from the land of the living directly to an afterlife, so...
Mm-hmm. We can dock over there. It's an elevator that'll take us up.
I may be able to assist with this hierarchy watchman.
And guys, feel free to speak up if you know anything more than we do about this, about the hierarchy.
Gaius did suggest maybe we take a rest. Maybe we lick our wounds a little before we introduce ourselves to new troublesome situations.
I'd say that's fair.
All right, so we're gonna take a rest. All right, this is a good place for us to call it for the evening. Then you guys have arrived at a Shining Island. What we're gonna do when we start over again, though, we're gonna have the consequences of that rest, because there's gonna be some slumber, and when Gaius slumbers, their shadow wakes up.
Yeah, and Saris potentially has nightmares if his shadow decides to use them.
Let's make sure we're well anchored.
Which isn't something Gaius usually is aware of. Gaius is unharmed. So that's right, Gaius doesn't need to slumber. Gaius doesn't need to slumber.
Gaius can keep watch.
Exactly.
All right, so great game tonight, guys. I had a good time. Wraith's it's a different game than the other stuff, Plus, the kind of the way we're doing is a little bit different than normal Wraith is being done, as I'm aware. So we're doing some different experimental shit. And I'm glad you guys are on the road doing it with me.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with John Purple Barrowman, Nerdwire Plays. And we're going to do this as soon as we come back from break, though. Because we just went on a commercial break.
Yeah, that's all good.
I thought I timed it right, but I didn't.
And we got a Dark Souls boss up there guarding that entryway.
Hope your dodge roll is on point.
Well, yes. I'm hoping I can use. I'm hoping that when we get to it, I can use Moliate.
This was really fun.
Assist with that, possibly.
Moliate on his mouth? Yes, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
So I misused the Pathos conduit. There is a Corpus conduit, so it's a 3-dot. And that is a direct 1-to-1.
So how much corpus should I have gained then, if any?
No. Basically, I would have traded my corpus for your corpus instead of my pathos for your corpus. If I take corpus from an unwilling subject, I gain 2 angst. But I could have.
Your name is an unused power.
Yeah, right. But I could have done that to heal myself from the Spectre, as long as I beat his willpower with my roll.
All right, we're coming back in just a few seconds. And then we're just going to do our wrap-up, and I'll let you guys go tonight. All right, we're back, everyone. Thank you for waiting. We're just going to wrap up right now with our specials and what we liked, what we didn't like, so on and so forth. I'm going to start with Nerdwire Plays. You're going to tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, what your favorite part is, and why Wraith is your favorite World of Darkness game.
So what I liked is I continue to like the role play side of it. I will say that goes hand in hand with what I didn't like tonight is because of my time separated from this character so long. Like I had a really hard time stepping back into his shoes and his character, and I know I didn't play him with the same cadence. And it has nothing to do with the game or you. I didn't like my performance with it tonight. Is the biggest thing, is having a hard time recalling how I played John Purple and just the overall, because I'm looking at his character sheet and I'm like, okay, I get him, I understand him, but like I didn't embody him in the same way that I did, a month ago, since we've been back here. Favorite moment. Yeah, I would say the Scooby-Doo moments were really good. Sticking our heads in, one over the other, and then doing it again a little bit later. There was a lot of humor there in that. I liked the rock paper scissors to decide where we were gonna go. That was super funny. So I had a good time. Just kind of having fun with the game, and not necessarily sticking to just any kind of like mechanic. Like I didn't try to roll dice to convince him to go downstairs. It was, let's throw some Rochambeau. That'd be funny.
Exactly.
It'd be good. And then as far as why is Wraith my favorite game, it is heavy roleplay compared to Werewolf, which is my only other World of Darkness game that I have experience with. And there was a lot of roleplay with Werewolf, but there was a lot of combat too. And this feels very heavy roleplay comparatively, and I like that.
All right, excellent. Dr. Evelyn Hall, Team Wildwood Nerded Art.
Well, I had an absolute blast tonight. The Scooby-Doo moments were definitely the highlight of the evening for me. And I would say kind of just ditto on Nerdwires. It's been a while since we played, so I'm excited that we'll be able to get back into it. We'll be able to keep rolling every Saturday, and so we'll get back into the groove of it. And I'm, Wraith is beautiful, but I'm a vampire at heart, so.
I'm not going to make up a reason why.
All right, I can't wait to the fact that we're going to have this next Saturday as well. So we're not going to have the gap. Keyword, your turn.
I really like the role play of this. It was so much fun. I'm having so much fun with the character of Sarah Harris. It's so easy to slip into. And I love the role play between the different characters, the dynamic of the doctors, um, the big bruiser of Gaius. And again, I don't want Gaius to feel like we're bossing him around. Just come on, big guy, let's do this. Come on, big guy, go do that. The like so Saris is obviously, well, he's actually kind of determining that he might be able to use some of these new abilities that he's determined he has for combat abilities, because he doesn't otherwise have applicable combat skills. So it's kind of still developing through the storytelling, although I think like the impromptu combat might have been my least favorite part. Not that I don't want to see combat, but it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel, anyway, I just kind of wanted the story to go forward a little bit more, but
Okay.
it is what it is. I mean, it's the Tempest, so I'm cool with that. But yes, definitely a lot of fun. And honestly, the gap between last session and this session, along with my own personal mental fugue today, I think it kind of fits the nebulous nature of Oblivion and our characters themselves. It's, who's to say that the psyches don't kind of risk losing themselves as they spend time in Oblivion. So
In the Tempest,
like that.
of course, yes.
Like that as an explanation.
Yeah, so but a lot of fun. And yeah, I can't wait to do this next Saturday too. And like Wildwood said, Nerded Art, I'm so looking forward to Vampire on Monday. Not to take away from this one. So, and your last question, Wraith. Yeah, I guess Wraith is my favorite World of Darkness game because of the setting. It is so conceptual. It's this idea that essentially everything is this ether, and like perceptions kind of become realities and stuff like that. It's so imaginative, almost like I don't know if you ever read Piers Anthony's Ghost novel, the one where they go out into deep space. And
yes,
anyway,
I have read Ghost. Yes.
Yeah, they actually utilize they mentally utilize the ether of the space to. Anyway, it's I love it. It's so much fun, and the role play is great. And yeah, it is really role play heavy, and I'm having fun with it.
Excellent, thank you. All right, Sakura.
Firstly, Geese was always thinking of doing what was said, so is not objecting to being told what to do. Also, he's a soldier. He is used to orders, even when needed. I like the mystery of it. We don't know what's next. In most games, I have a good general idea, and it's certainly my favorite World of Darkness game because of that. It's weird and unpredictable, less rooted in the modern era, recent history.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
All right, my turn.
Or so on.
Okay. Now, why is Wraith my favorite World of Darkness game? It's not, but it's a good question. But it's up there for me. It's a great game. You're right. The setting is
make up a reason. Make up a reason. Come
great.
on.
The Shadowland is great. The existentialness around being dead and what comes next is a question we all ask at some point in our lives. We can't be werewolves. We can't be vampires. We will
all be dead.
We can't be changelings, but we're all going to die. And what comes next is a question that, we've been asking ourselves for since...
We can be dead.
We can be dead, exactly.
Yeah, we can be dead.
But there might be something better on the other side, like a bunch of Slick Jonahs. My
Slick
favorite
Jonas
part
Brothers.
of the night was the Slick Jonah combat. Not the combat itself, but the imagery of you just saved this guy, and then all these doppelgangers start climbing up on it. Was, to me, I just really liked. I giggled inside with bringing Slick Jonah back and just having some fun. It was.
I was so tired of thumbers, the hitchhikers. I was like, let's get them off of here now. I'm done with these guys. you turned not only through one, but like 5 of him on the ship after we picked him up.
The one thing I'm sad about is I didn't get to the one scene I really wanted to do, so it's kind of going to put me a little bit behind. Not too much. It'll be our first scene next game. but I kind of ran out of. I didn't run out of time because I ran out of time because of the combat. If the combat, it only went 3 turns. I cut it off at 3 turns. I did 3 and out. I'm sure you guys noticed that.
Yep.
All right, so XP, 4 XP tonight. We're not getting a lot of XP. There's not going to be a lot of growth in these characters in the amount of time we have to play. But we're going to keep on hold of them. We're not going to throw these characters away. We're going to keep them archived and keep using them. But everybody, let's take a look. Where am I going to bring this party tonight? Let's take a look at the category, see what's going on.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I hope you had as much fun as we did.
Yes, thank you guys for being here. And Zed, thank you.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
thank you, Zed.
Thank you, Al, for being here. I do appreciate you.
Always.
Let's see, where are we going? Lost.
I guess.
We're going to go to Lost Tribe Gaming.
Thank you, Silent Brook.
It's been wonderful.
It has.
They're back
So
at
much
it
fun.
again tonight, huh?
They are, yeah. Doing some, not Marvel, but some superhero stuff.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully they don't have follower-only chat on.
They probably do.
They do not. Not that I can tell.
You're sub to them. You should tell them to turn it off if nobody can say anything.
Thank you, Pitteret. Hope you guys have fun with your game tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. It's going to be a good time.
Are you just doing that on Discord? Are you going to be streaming that at all?
As far as I know, he's just doing it on Discord, but I don't know what his full plan is, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be a creeper about in, but I'd really like to listen to it.
Same here. If it's gonna be on Discord, let us know. We'd love to lurk.
We'd love to lurk in the Discord, absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank
I'd
you
love
all
to
for
listen
being
into
here. I
that.
really do appreciate it. I will see you soon. We're going to raid over right now. Thank you, everybody. Peace.
Bye.
Dale.
I'm also gonna go for Lightbringer because she was the leader, had to make some tough decisions.
Okay. All righty. Thank you for the raid there, Commodore Zed. Rated with with 12 viewers.
Nice.
We're in the process of doing RP votes and just wrapping up, but if you guys want to hang out and of course you can check out the video on replay and video on demand, or of course you can also check us out again when we play